What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make edible gummies. Let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is get a cup and a half of water and then start getting your dry ingredients together. I have 2 packs of unflavored gelatin and 2 packs of flavored gelatin. And I'm just going to combine those 4 packets together in the bowl while my water starts to come to a boil. Um, it shouldn't take too long for your water to come to a boil. You have that on medium heat. So here I am just adding the 4 packets into a bowl and just mixing it together with a fork just to get that color mixed up together. So after you have mixed your 4 packets of flavored gelatin and unflavored gelatin together, you'll just want to set that to the side until your water has come to a complete boil. The method I'm going to use today is the cannabutter method. I find that is the easiest method for me to use, and I think it would be easy for you guys to use too at home. So after you mix that together, you just want to heat up your cannabutter just a little bit because you have to grease your gummy molds with that. And also you would need that to mix with your gelatin mixture as well. So you just mix that with a fork or however you want to mix it, with a whisk or whatever you choose. So my water has completely came to a boil and I'm just waiting for a couple of more bubbles to pop up, and then I'm just going to add my mixture together. And then you just want to keep mixing and mixing and mixing until it becomes the texture of your choice. So after you have added your canna butter, you just want to start mixing it and trying to get those little clumps and lumps. That's why I had advised you to melt it before, because it'll mix better with the gelatin. So as you can see, it's bubbling around the sides, and that's good because that means it's getting thicker. And you just want to just keep stirring it until you get all them clumps of butter, if you have clumps of butter in there. And just stir until it becomes the texture of your choice. I'm using a plastic spatula, to get the clumps out and just to smooth it out as it starts to come to a boil. I have that on low heat as well, and as you can see, it's starting to form into the gummy texture on the spoon. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the wheat butter in there just to up the ante, if you must say. As you can see, it's just bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. You can see it getting thick. That's a good texture. I'm just add a little bit just to up the ante, like I said before, and just keep stirring it. I like the way this texture look. You just want to check it and see. And if it starts to bubble a lot, you just reduce the heat to really low, or just turn it off and just leave it there for a few until it cools down. I like that. It's really good. So what I'm gonna do here is just continue to stir until it comes to a complete boil. You'll see it starts to form the little bubbles, and then it starts to boil completely, and then you'll know that's your product is fully combined. I just want to make sure everything is combined together. That's why I'm just going to continue to stir. It's a lot of stirring with this method just to make sure that the butter has fully dissolved and that THC is fully combining with the water, the gelatin, and things of that nature. So as you can see, it's starting to bubble and boil. You want this to be on a simmer. So just simmer that until it's completely to the texture of your desire. And then you just want to go ahead and start buttering your or greasing your gummy molds. So I'm using my little bit of leftover cannabutter that I saved just for this purpose alone. And then all you want to do is just transfer your gelatin, your warm gelatin, into a little mini bowl just to put it in the fridge for a little second, because as you can see coming up that I tried to put it in the dropper while it was still warm and it just shot right out, and I set it in the fridge just to get it thick and I cooled it down a little bit and then put it in the dropper, and I started doing it and it came out a little better. So I would advise you just to sit it in the fridge for a few minutes or however long you desire, and then just start to put it in the dropper. So as you can see, I tried to put it in the dropper and it just starts to shoot out. So I'm going to just sit it in the fridge and just come back when that's chilled a little. So now it's out the fridge and you could just start putting it in your molds. I advise you to please grease your molds well, because if you don't, they will get stuck in the mold. So please grease it really well, please, to get the best gummies. So as you can see, it's not shooting out my dropper anymore like it was before I set it in the fridge for a few. So I just advise you to sit in the fridge and make sure you grease your gummy molds, please. Please get the best gummies. And you just fill them up until, I advise you to fill them all the way to the top. Make it overflow, because you can just cut that excess jello off when they get done to make it look better. And it's make sure you sit it on a little pan or baking sheet, so it'll be better to transfer it to the fridge when you're done filling all your molds with your gelatin. So once you're done putting that inside the mold, you would want to put that in the fridge or the freezer for 30 to 45 minutes and just let that set in there till it get firm and becomes the texture of your liking. As you can see, I took the ones that I made earlier out of the freezer, and I'm going to show you how they came out. I'm just going to finish filling this. Here's the finished product. They come out really easy because I greased it really well. I do advise you to fill it to the top so they'll come out thick. They come out really nice. I like the way they came out, and I hope this method is easy for you guys. There are a couple more of the gummies that I made earlier. These are the ones that I had made with moonshine, but the ones that I had made in this video, those are the ones that I had made with the weed in it. And this is the finished product of the edible ones. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like this video.